If you've played Crusader Kings 3, you're probably aware that India's in the game, but if I had to guess, you probably haven't touched it. If you have, you probably played it once, and you realize that it isn't exactly fun to play. This region is kind of underdeveloped, and no, I don't mean that in the development sense. Actually, in the sense of the in-game terms of development, this place is almost as developed as Constantinople in a lot of regions, which is kind of nuts. You'd think this would be a lot more fun to play, but it isn't. You have these unique culture groups everywhere. I mean, if you look at Europe in comparison, you have larger cultures, yes, but you have more in India compared to an average European region, except maybe like Germany. What ends up kind of happening with India, though, is nothing. Nothing happens in India. You might see someone invade parts of India. That's the most you ever actually see. You have these larger culture groups like the Kannada culture that have Garuda warriors. You have the Rajasthani that get the Khandayat men-at-arms. The Oriya, they even get bonuses to their war elephants. War elephants are fucking awesome. Yet, some reason, India isn't that fun to play. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. I know some people probably really like this region. I know some people probably really enjoy playing in it. I mean, if you look in the terrain map here, there's more jungle in India than there is anywhere on the map. Except maybe the Guinea coast, that might be equal. But the thing is, if you play a country on the Guinea coast, look at all this. So many counties to conquer. So much that you can do in Africa. Compared to India. India, in comparison, you have these three big kingdoms that should be this big battle royale, but they don't really fight. The reason for that? They don't really have war goals. That's kind of a problem in a game like Crusader Kings. When it comes to things that make this game fun, war is a huge part of it. And the average Indian ruler, you go and you try to declare war, look at that, one war goal. A subjugation war goal. This character I'm playing right now can't do this because he doesn't have the right level of fame. If he had the right level of fame, he could do this war once. We have all these unique cultures. All these incredibly interesting, cool things in India that I have wanted to see for so long. I mean, you even have vegans. Look at this. The Gujarati, they're vegans. Who wouldn't want some vegans? I mean, I myself am not a vegan, but it's cool that there's freaking vegans. I've tried to play this region multiple times, mostly because there's an achievement where you have to own 7 different Hindu holy sites, which, look at this. Good God, how are you supposed to do that? But, always ends the same. Each ruler in India has that one subjugation war. That's your only saving grace when you play in India. Otherwise, you're fabricating war goals. Maybe you're doing the learning lifestyle, but that's not exactly going to work, as far as I'm concerned. Most of the religions in this area can't even do holy wars. You can maybe do holy wars against the Muslims, but that's only if you're in Pratyahara. And that's assuming Pratyahara doesn't fall apart, which it usually does. You get this slow snail crawl play style that I know someone probably enjoys. But I don't enjoy that. No, I think there's one solution for India. Haesteinn is the Chad of Chads of all characters in this game. He starts out with 3,000 special units. Most of them are men-at-arms, and they're not even bad men-at-arms. They are Varangian veterans and Huskarls, some of the best men-at-arms in the game. Haesteinn is just a great character. You want to be the King of France super early, you play Haesteinn. If you want to take over Normandy and then make England and the English culture, you play Haesteinn. You want to take Rome? Play fucking Haesteinn. You want to go become the Caliph of the Arabian Empire? You play Haesteinn. Haesteinn will do anything you want him to do. Like, I think that Haesteinn solves any problem you will ever have in this game, and that is just a fact. He starts at 52, but he's in excellent health. Most of the time, you'll see him live to be like 90 if he doesn't get assassinated. That's kind of insane, because he's living about the same amount of time a normal character would live, despite being already far older than them. The thing is, this is why this is a challenge. Haesteinn is here. India's over there. We're going to be solving my little issue I have with India by playing Haesteinn and conquering India. Thing is, I was sitting around thinking about what my next big Haesteinn game would be. I play Haesteinn a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think if you're new to the game, you should play him. If you're not new to the game, you should probably keep playing him because he's fucking awesome. But the thing is, there's only so much you can do as Haesteinn before everything starts feeling a little bit bland. You take over England, and then doing it again doesn't sound that fun. Take over Scandinavia, doing it again doesn't sound that fun. I've kind of overshot secondary ideas that I've thought of with this. I was like, oh yeah, I could just go solve the Iberian struggle, or like, as I mentioned earlier, go make Rome. Or even the Arabian Haesteinn game sounded fun. But no, I decided I was going to be crazy and go to fucking India, because why not? Why wouldn't Haesteinn go to India? They got money there, right? And Haesteinn's a greedy guy. He wants money. So I figure that's what we're going to do for today's video. My first video. And if you can't tell by my cadence or, like, just how I'm acting right now, I wrote a script for this video, and I just decided that script sounded too fucking mechanical. So you're just gonna have to deal with me improvising this. If you don't like it, you go and watch a different video. If you do like it, stick around, and you're gonna probably see me do a lot of weird shit as Haesteinn. But yeah, let's get into this. So, in order to get to India, we kind of have a lot of things we need to do, and a lot of that involves Varangian adventures. If you don't know what a Varangian adventure is, a Varangian adventure basically makes it so you move your realm all the way over to where someone else is. So, if I was to Varangian adventure from here to Rome, I would suddenly have the Duchy of Latium, the Pope would have no land, and this county would be given away to someone. Now, I think you probably think I'm not going to do this, but I'm just going to try it. Why not? Let's see what happens. So Haesteinn's a bit of a crazy motherfucker. We're going to have him sail all the way over to Rome. We're going to see if we can actually win this. Going in for a battle. Beating them because Haesteinn's a Chad. Having a daughter randomly in the background. Yeah, now this is the problem. Yeah, sieging Rome takes way too long. Alright, I'm on my third try as Haesteinn now. It's surprisingly been quite hard to actually get to India. You'd probably not want to see what I've been through, because it's really just quick shit that gets out of the way really fast. My first thing I did, I went to Rome. Very dumb idea. And the second one, the Abbasids took Egypt, so I wasn't able to actually get through. We're hoping things will go well this time. Maybe they won't. Varangian adventure for Sicily. I play on 5-speed because I'm a bit crazy. I've seen, like, everything in this game. God fucking damn it. Okay, so, my plan this time is to go for North Africa. I've kind of thought about it. I don't actually want to do a Varangian adventure, because I can just do a Conquer County war, and then Varangian adventure using less prestige. So we're going to go for that instead. We're going to make a very odd little country. I might keep tabs on it, just so that, I mean, it would be interesting if this country survives, but I don't think it will. I'm going to be playing on a slower speed this time, because I don't want to accidentally fall into a Byzantine trap again. Alright, the enemy's right there. We're not going to attack, though. We're just going to focus on siege. Moved up to 4-speed, just in case. I mean, I might fuck myself over here, but gotta live life on the edge. I'm not expecting much resistance in this war. They're already kind of swamped down fighting against the Byzantines, but the thing is, even then, I have more men, so it doesn't really matter to me all that much. And besides, this isn't that big a deal. I do need to keep tabs on the Tulanids, just in case they go to war. But looks like so far nothing's wrong. Oh, Count Haesteinn the Asatru. You're an ardent Asatru out of place, making you a novelty in the eyes of others. I have never seen that nickname. Very cool. Just had a son. Gonna name him Harold. Oh, the siege and shit down. Gonna go in and attack. Oh yeah, we win. Boom. Now the thing is, this Haesteinn, I lucked out and I got the gallant thing, so we have Peacemaker. If I can siege this down before they do, I'm gonna win the war. Boom. First thing we're going to do is raise a runestone. And I'm realizing doing this, I haven't picked a personal deity yet. I should probably do that. I'm going to pick Uller. Uller gives +3 martial and he gives winter bonuses. I don't think the winter bonuses are going to help, but the martial does. Now we've got this little chunk down here in Tunis. So I think the first thing we're going to do is usurp this duchy. We can get gold later. It's not really that big a deal. So we have the Duchy of Tunis now. I'm going to grant all of Tunis to this random guy. Maybe it's not a good idea to give part of Africa to the French. Oh no. Gargamel? Okay, I have to do that. I have to give Gargamel some land. Let's hope he doesn't find any Smurfs in Tunis. But we're going to go from here. We're going to conquer Duchy Wargle against Sinai. Now, I know what you're thinking. We have less men. Not that big a deal. I can hire mercenaries. We got this. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Vincenzo, why are you holding off on doing your Varangian Adventure Wars? The thing is, it costs a lot of prestige each time. And I don't want to use my 2 Varangian Adventure Wars that I'm going to have just to get to Egypt, when I could just do a Conquer Duchy War instead. The only risk I'm really running here is I might have an uprising. That's not really that big of a deal. Oh, King Charles the Bald died. Great. That means France fell apart. But basically the plan is we're going to take Sinai. From there we're going to Varangian Adventure, do a Conquer Duchy, and then we're going to Varangian Adventure again, so our final title will be somewhere in India. Now, I don't want to land exactly where they are. I want to land and get my embarkation penalty gone, and then we'll be able to fight them in battle. Haesteinn has 47 combat advantage right now, so this is going to be a pretty good battle. In we go. We're going to get attritioned a little bit, not that big of a deal. Those mercenaries are actually coming in handy. Easy dub. Sieging down Sinai is kind of not going to take me that long. Oh, King Carloman doesn't like me. Probably because I have a very bad Chancellor. Going back in for battle. Looks like they might... Oh, they didn't get the siege. Oh, and we captured him. Awesome. Doing another Conquer County against another Arabian Kingdom. I swear I'm going to do a Varangian Adventure. I swear. My son's an adult. Oh my god, and he got Desert Warrior? Son's a bit bad at everything. Never mind, he's not that good. Maybe he'll grow up and grow into things. I think. As an uprising, not that big a deal. Really not that big a deal. Hasteinn care less about what's going on in Europe right now. We captured his son, so now we get our final little county over here. I've decided I think I'm going to surrender this uprising. I lose a level of fame, which is really bad, but we'll get that back. Now, I've had some time to think about what I want Hasteinn to take over in India, and the immediate thing that comes to mind is the Tamil. This is kind of the best region for Hasteinn, and the main reason for that is the seafarers thing. It's normally not as good as a lot of things can be, but the fact that trade ports increase control, and that they increase levies and things like that, means if we make a kingdom here, our nice little Hasteinn kingdom will actually be very strong. So we're going to be going for them. Declaring a Varangian adventure for this coastline here. I hired some mercenaries for this final push here. I've been playing Hasteinn, and I've realized that my... Okay. Our initial invasion into India didn't go that well, so I'm going for something else. Thing is, we just need to get into India, I'm gonna surrender this initial war, raising a new runestone in Pakistan. It seems if we do a Varangian adventure for the Shera Raj, we should be pretty good. They have almost equal men to us. They're also fighting on their home turf. Oh god, my son's gonna be lustful because I don't want to get stressed. Sieging it down. The Vikings are in India. We're here. Oh god, look at that. Look at those men-at-arms. Easy dub. We are now Jarl Haesteinn the Asatru of Chera Nadu. And it's time to make our kingdom. We're going to be trying to form Tamilakam. Now, the problem that we have is all of these Tamil kings, they have an alliance that I don't like. If I look at a war declaration, 5,000 on this guy, 3,000 on this guy. Haesteinn doesn't have enough men right now. Now, we have a good chunk of money, but the thing is, I kind of know for a fact we don't need to worry. The Indian rulers around here won't have a war declaration reason against us. Now, I might be wrong about this. You can tell me if I'm a dumbass, but I'm pretty sure hostile faiths you can't declare holy wars against, but evil faiths you can. So we're going to be doing alrighty, I think. Now, one thing that does come to mind is that Lambakana over here is actually a kingdom, and interestingly enough, if I was to swear fealty to him, he would actually accept no matter what I do. But the thing is, if I do that, his ally over here, he can't defend them. So I might be able to spread my kingdom without actually needing to fight against him and his ally at the same time. Haesteinn has decided that he's going to swear fealty to Lambakana. I have hired some mercenaries, and I think we're going to go to war with Chola. Maybe Pandaya. We're going to go to war with Pandaya. I'm marrying my son off to someone from Thaton, which is in, Pagan, or I think that region's Burma. I might be wrong. The thing is, in my own territory, I have 55 combat advantage. I'm not that worried. Wants to make me spy master? Fine, why not? We're going into the battle. We have more men than them. Looks like we might be losing. No, we're winning. We're definitely winning. You simply do not stand against Haesteinn. Going over to take care of their army again. Oh, come on. We actually lost that battle. This is one of the things that I don't like about Crusader Kings, that it will tell you that you're going to win a battle, when really, you're going to lose a battle. Go in for another battle. Ally is going to back me up. Should be good. Yeah, we're good. Thing is, it doesn't really matter that they took my capital. I can just siege down their shit again, cleaning up their armies. Boom. Now, the thing is, I'm making this Lambakana guy bigger, but I'm also making myself much bigger. If I end up having enough land to make a kingdom, and he ends up having enough land for his kingdom, and I can just declare independence, then we'll be good. Hiring more mercenaries, going back into another war. I'm gonna grant my son these lands. Although my son is kinda not that good. We're gonna have an issue where Haesteinn's sons are gonna be the problem, aren't they? Man, I can't imagine how crazy this would be to the people actually living in India. Like, you get these foreigners from so far away that you don't even know where they are on the map, and they show up, they're ransacking your kingdoms, invading you faster than anyone else can. Like, this would just be nuts to someone, I feel like. This feels like some kind of an alternate parallel of the Normans, just in India instead of England. Like, they swear allegiance to this guy, they get a bunch of land, And they just start kind of doing their own thing. And the king can't really do much about it, so he just lets them chill. Only difference is the king didn't tell me to convert to his religion. Oh shit. I captured his son. Sorry, I'm eating, but oh my god. So I finished that war. Now we've got a big-ass peasant uprising. This isn't really that big a deal if we lose this. All these areas already have, like, no control anyway. Hey, hold up. How? What? Oh god, my ruler, the ruler that was the ruler of us, he died and his son took over Tamilakam. Oh shit. What do you mean I don't control over 50% of Tamilakam? So now the entire goal is just to expand, expand, expand until I can claim my liege's title, which is going to be pretty soon. Okay, that war's finished. And my liege is in an uprising. Well, he has an uprising against him. We raise another runestone. And now we claim our liege's title. We're holding a feast just so we can get that extra little bit of prestige and declare our war. And now the time has come to take my liege's title. Thing is, I don't know why he would ever expect he could stay as king. I feel like Haesteinn has just been breathing down his neck this whole time, and the guy probably was just accepting that he was gonna lose. And we're now the king of Tamilakam. Oh, look at Haesteinn, chilled out in his chair. I think this is where we'll end this episode, just because Haesteinn is a king now. We've kind of completed what we needed to do. We're gonna keep going until we've united India, but I think this is good enough for here. If you liked the video and you want to see more, go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on notifications. It really helps me out. I'm very new to this, and I would very much like to keep doing this.